Welcome to our weekend vlog. It seems like I just uploaded the video because I was having so many problems with my computer, but today's the day I start videoing again, so here we go. Just in the art cabin, as you can see. I've been coming out here every morning, like I'm like focusing on it like I'm going to work because yeah, I have lots to do. Let me show you these pretty journal covers. Isn't that gorge? And this one here. I think they're so pretty, and I'm just about to start another one right here, but it's not, it's all glued down. This isn't, but it's not painted or, well, you know, gessoed yet. I tell you, for those of you that crack, skip the glue gun. This is what you glue your stuff down with. It is amazing. Because when a glue gun dries, it gets hard, and you'll probably notice on some of your projects, things fall off. And you're like, well, I glued it with a glue gun, but when you use that, it's very pliable, and it sort of expands and contracts as an adhesive, and it does that things don't fall off. So yeah. Isn't that pretty? Can you see the embossing glittery stuff in the back? These are so much fun to do. So yeah, so I'm just carrying on, and then I will do the signatures for them in the house, because I always find doing the signatures is so easy. So I'll do all that, and that's where I'm going to insert all those tags that I colored. Remember those ones back there? So I'm just having my breakfast. I'm having gluten-free toast with banana and cinnamon sprinkled on top, and my pumpkin spice latte, my own recipe. Well, it's not my own, but I should say homemade, that I got from Julia's sister on Instagram. Oh my God, it is so good. And then Christina Betts tried it, and she loved it too. So I will, if I remember, I will put the recipe in the description box below. If you like pumpkin spice lattes and you're spending $4 a coffee, this tastes the same or better. So yeah, I drank so many yesterday I was shaking. I was like, because I'd had too much coffee. So anyway, let me carry on and get this done. It's actually quite fun. I said to Richard, I'm so sorry I have taken over the art cabin. He said, that's okay, because he knows the craft sale is coming up. So yeah. Anyway, better get this glued down. So Turner absolutely wanted to play Master Chef. So here is your mystery box ingredients.
What's this?
This is corn, frozen corn, wow. Green beans. This is rice. This is
already cooked.
This is cooked, so you can add that at the end.
These have to be cooked, and that's cooked.
That's pulled pork. It's thawed out. I mean frozen, so you have to thaw. There's some potatoes. There's spices, garlic, onion, whatever you want to use, sir. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Do you know what you're making?
No clue.
No clue? Do you think you might know? Do you have any idea? Okay. Well, we'll come back when you're done, okay? So here's what Turner did with the pork. So what did you put in here, honey? What did you chop?
Corn, onion,
and you chopped up an onion, right? On corn and onions and what else?
Garlic and meat.
And then meat. And so you added, so you kind of made like a hash. That's what that's kind of called. And then this pan, he created his own, what is this, honey?
Korean potatoes.
They're Korean potatoes. And what sauces did you add? Like what did you do?
Hoisin sauce.
Well, what did you start with?
Olive oil.
Olive oil. And then were the potatoes sliced or not?
Yes.
No, I mean peeled.
Mm-mm.
Washed and sliced in circles.
Yeah.
Then you browned them and you added
hoisin sauce.
Hoisin sauce at the end. But what else is in? Onions and garlic again.
Yeah.
Oh, you added, what did you ask me for that? And I said don't put too much in.
Oh, chili peppers.
Chili peppers for that one. Didn't put too much in. This is what this child made, doing his own Master Chef thing with a mystery box. by himself. High five, bud. Good job. That looks so good, Turner.
It does.
Mm-mm-mm.
And we're going to have the traditional Richard Lipscomb made harmonica.
Oh, Richard made some apple crisp. I peeled the apples, and he made some apple crisp. That's going to go in the oven, and we're going to go pick up Ozzy, right? Mm-hmm. Are you going with Papa? Okay. So I've been resting most of the day because today is the trigeminal neuralgia awareness function. And so I wasn't feeling good yesterday. It was more lupus related, but still I got banished to bed by Richard. Not to bed, but he just said, can't you just go rest ever? So I am, and I'm knitting. So just cooking our yams for tomorrow because my sweet niece Tamala is having Thanksgiving dinner. It's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. So I am bringing candied yams, and I'm just going through them. And this is some broccoli soup that I had for lunch that I'm just going to cool off and then put away. So I need to get a bowl and a plate to put the yams on that are already cooked. But I just wanted to tell you the funniest thing. You know when you use your GPS to go somewhere? Well, last weekend, you know, I was going to the baby shower, and we put in our GPS, and I don't think I told you guys this. Put in our GPS to go where we're going, and it was so funny. Richard, it says, you know, turn left and turn right. I'm like, I totally thought it was, you know, in the area where it is in St. Albert. And Richard goes, yeah, so did I. So we start heading down St. Albert Trail, like heading to the highway. And it says, you should arrive at your destination in 11 hours and 54 minutes. I'm like, where are we going? Well, it had punched in for somewhere in the U.S. It was pretty funny. I was like, oops, I guess you better put the city you want because, you know, there are some repeat addresses. So, yeah, it was hilarious. That happened to me in Vegas when I was there, and I was looking for the, what is the name of that rubber stamp store? Oh, the big one in Vegas. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. So I put it in, and it took me on the freeway, and I was kind of scared because I was driving my mom's friend's car. I was like, oh, I don't want to go there, you know. So it says, you should arrive in Utah in so many hours. I'm like, Utah? Again, you have to put it in exactly where you're going, or you could end up in Mars, you know, or on Mars. So, yeah, tonight should be good, except my kids, oh, they're so funny. My son Curtis calls. So, Mom, well, see, what's happening tonight? My nephew is playing, he's in town performing, and he's a pretty big Canadian performer. He's young, he's a rapper. He used to be the poet laureate of Edmonton. His show name is Cadence Weapon, but his real name is Rolly Pemberton. It's Mickey's son. And so he's performing tonight, so it's a big deal. So everyone wants to go to their performance. Of course, nobody can get a babysitter because Nana is going to, you know, the trigeminal awareness thing. So they're all like, so what time does the trigeminal thing start? Which they usually, I shouldn't laugh at them because they usually do come and support. But I knew they all had to go to this thing. I said, oh, it starts about 7. They're like, oh, well, what if we come for a little while and then you take the kids back to your place, and then they can all sleep here, and we'll pick them up first thing in the morning. Of course, I'm like, oh, sure. Oh, that one's not done. That is so me. I'm always like, oh, okay. Well, Richard has no clue. So, yeah, he'll be making oatmeal for a whole crew, like a mess hall in here tomorrow morning. Because there'll be, let's see, Jesse has 3. And a day, well, 4, that's not bad. And we had 2 last night, so you know what? They bring me joy. And the boys last night were so sweet. It was Turner and Ozzy. They're like, Nana, could you please, without a blink of an eye, could you please paint our nails teal for trigeminal neuralgia? And they can pronounce it. They know it. And I said to Ozzy especially, he's the youngest, I said, do you know what trigeminal neuralgia is? He goes, yes, Nana. It's the thing that you have that causes pain, and it's caused from your brain. I was like, wow, you're smart. So, yeah, they all have nails this color. It's so sweet. It was just sweet that they asked me of their own accord. I wasn't like, let's paint your nails teal. You know what I mean? They just asked me. So, yeah, that was kind of cute. So I'll leave those on a plate. Don't know what I'm going to cover those ones with, but they'll be fine. I'll let these ones cook a little bit more. And then you know how you slice them up and put them in the pan with cinnamon and brown sugar and yummy, yummy, yumminess, and top them with marshmallows. But we thought we'd do this part. Well, I was going to do it tomorrow, and Richard's like, no, we'll do it today. I'll do it today. So I'm like, oh, he's outside, so. And over here, this hydrator has been going like crazy. So what we've been doing is drying tomatoes in case of an apocalypse, and we need food. So we're drying and vacuum sealing food, because you never know. Yeah, it should be ready. In here is my mint tea, and it's all dried. Richard did this one. This whole thing is full of mint. I did all my herbs. And then over here we have more tomatoes that are ripening under here. Yeah, see? My kitchen at harvest time looks like there's tomatoes, jars for apples that Turner picked last night, because I told him if he wanted apple jelly, he has to pick the apples, which he did. And then they made apple crisp with it last night. It was really good. Papa made it. Richard went to the liquor store yesterday because Jessie said that everything was 40% off. So let's see. So we got some wine. I'm trying to see what the sale was. So each bottle was $8 something. So that's not bad for Gallo White Zinfandel. And this is like our favorite. And it's a combination of both white and red. Because I don't like red and Richard likes red. And yeah, he will drink white, but I don't. But I like white Zinfandel. So yeah, we got half a dozen bottles. And we'll be drunk by everybody but us, because Richard likes a glass of wine, but I'm really funny. So there's that on the counter. And this just makes me nervous, all this stuff on my counter, but I don't want to put it all away. I've got my seal a meal. This thing is, I caught this like for $4 or $5 at a garage sale. And it works great for sealing, vacuum sealing stuff. Love it. So that's over there. And then I have my dehydrator out. There's just so much stuff out, and it's driving me bananas. But it's all working related. These onions just came in the house from outside. As did, we had no idea we had cucumbers. And we had 4 or 5 big ones. So that was kind of funny. I was like, Richard, go over here. We've got some cukes. So yeah, it's not that my kitchen is messy. It's just got a lot of stuff in it right now. And I'm just thankful that my kitchen is bigger than it was before. And there's way more counter space. So, what do you guys want to go outside? It's really cold and wet. Do you want to go outside? Okay, come on. Let's go. Go that way. You're going the wrong way, bub. This way. Come on. Let's go. I think you'll find a friend out there. Come on. There you go. Good boys. There you go. I don't know why they'd want to go. Well, they probably have to pee. So anyway, I guess I actually came down here to make myself a cup of tea. And got distracted chatting to you guys. So I'll just make my tea and I'll go back upstairs and knit. I love that my bookstore holds Somerset Life magazines for me because they don't bring in that many. And this one is all Christmassy. I haven't even opened it yet and I'm shivering. And look at the tag. So beauteous. So I've been sitting here knitting watching Greenleaf, knitting basket. I had some tea, but now everything is on pause because Somerset life. Oh! So I have to start getting ready around 5:45 because we have to leave here at 6:30. See my pretty teal cape I'm wearing with my black pants and my trigeminal shirt that match my nails. Yes, sure do. I'm going to wear teal eyeshadow too. Might as well. It's all about bringing awareness, isn't it? But first, I'm going to read this, and the sun is coming out. Oh my goodness. Life is grand, isn't it? See my bed? All I did was fold the blankets down. I didn't even make it. But I colored my hair and took a shower, and then I didn't want to really get dressed, so I'm just wearing leggings and a t-shirt. So, yeah. So we're just getting ready to head off for the trigeminal neuralgia. See my shirt? And I have on teal eyeshadow. Isn't that pretty? And I have lipstick on. My sister gave me this. It's the kind that doesn't come off. So, see my hand is clean. Now watch. Nothing. These, yeah. So off we go. And look at Richard. Richard, look, he's sporting a teal shirt. Doesn't he look handsome? Okay, let's go. So we just left the Trigeminal Awareness Day function. It was really nice, and it was really good to talk to other people that have the exact same thing as you do. And it's really interesting when you see people with the same scar. It's like that warrior scar, you know? And so we left with the 2 of us, but somehow we multiplied, and now there's 5 of us in the car. What? We're these little short people in the back. These little gremlins that got in our car on the way home.
Excuse me?
Yes, excuse me. Indy, are you awake? Indy?
Indy?
Say something. I can't believe he's still awake. Are you awake, baby?
Indy? Are you awake?
He won't talk.
He's tired.
But we're going home this way. Trip, don't eat any more candy.
No, my first one I just finished.
Don't eat any more candy, babe.
I know.
Okay. It's right here. Someone was kind enough to give the boys a basket full of candy that they had won in a draw. See the basket? So that's why I keep telling them not to eat any more candy. But we're going home this way because we're going to see the bridge that's lit up in teal for trigeminal neuralgia. I better be quiet so Indy can kind of go to sleep. Look at that bridge all lit up for trigeminal neuralgia. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that makes my heart feel good. That's nice.
So are we on the new bridge now?
We will be.
Oh, cool. So how do you get off of that?
You go, it's the same as like before, and then you're going to go around River Road.
Oh, that's what I wanted. Yeah.
Look at the bridge. What do you guys think? Cool. Really, Indy?
Indy, yep.
That's what Indy.
Long she's been waiting, long she's been waiting to make a farewell red. Da. So we're at Tamala's house, my niece Tamala and Steve, and this is her daughter Lyric. Hi! And they were so nice to host us for Thanksgiving. So I'm just going to go around, peruse. Oh, look at the pumpkins. I'll be back. That's so pretty. Oh, that looks nice. Some succulents. Little thank you I gave her. The backyard. And all the fam. Here's the turkey, and everything else is in here. So good. Some smashed potatoes. The gravy is over here. So yeah. So this is Gina. And she just flew in and surprised the whole entire family.
They're done.
And everybody is crazy right now because they're so excited. But Gina's here, and there's Tamala. These three fools, oh Lord. Hi. And I'm driving, but this is my first drive since after my surgery, and I'm just not 100% confident, but you have to get on the saddle at some point. So Richard's coming with me, so I'm just getting everything the seats adjusted and the wheels adjusted, and I've lent my car to everybody and their dogs, so I want to drive my car, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, because everyone's been driving it because it's been sitting here. So Jessie had it, and Julia had it, and then my sister had it when she was here. Then my other sister asked if she could borrow it last weekend, so finally I'm like, okay, I want my car back, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm just getting all situated as my grandma used to say.
Well, here's Monica on her almost first time driving after her surgery.
This is my first time since this surgery driving. I haven't been behind the wheel yet.
Yeah, so
it's a little weird, you know.
I mean, if she walks crooked, I hope she doesn't drive crooked because we'll be in an accident.
Funny.
But I don't think so, because a lot of people that are cripples.
Richard, I'm not crippled. Don't.
Actually, just a lot of people that are, handicapped.
Wow.
They drive really well. It's just that they can't walk that well. I mean, so here we go. Wish me luck, people.
To maneuver around here. There's a big truck behind me.
Please pray for me, because here she goes.
I'm just not confident yet, but I will be.
I think she'll be good. Watch my car, please.
I'm not going to hit your car.
Oh, yep. Here we go, folks. She's got her hand on the steering wheel. Hopefully, that's good. It's a good sign that she's driving.
It's like getting on a horse or a bike.
And she's looking pretty dapper there with her new sunglasses.
Tell them the story.
Well, we found a pair of sunglasses in the car.
And they were actually in a little
plastic container.
Which means they must be special.
And
and they even have a silver thing.
Yeah, for cleaning. So anyways, he phoned our son, Jesse. He thought, well,
they were
his, because he drove the car. But she forgot that her sister had driven the car as well. And she must be the one who left them, because she likes purple. So anyways, Rolanda, thanks for the sunglasses.
They're quite pretty.
I mean, I don't care if you have them or not, Monica.
Really? You don't?
I was going to have them.
You don't?
I thought they were going to be mine, but then they're purple. So
Richard's like, oh, I wanted them. Yeah, I wanted them first.
Yeah, I saw them first.
But they're in my car.
But they're in her car, and her purple, and so...
I'm driving!
There she goes. That's out for me. I'm just let you watch. She can talk.
No, I'm good. I just want to say one thing. When you cannot drive, and you always have to depend on someone, like just to go to the drugstore or the dollar store. Like, I know, personally, myself, I cannot drive long distances. Like, I can't. And it's not so much about my brain surgery, it's about my spine. Because it sets me back. Like, I have so much pain from the, neck turning and all that. And so I can't. But to go to the dollar store, go see my mom, you know what I mean? Bipping around St. Albert, No prob. So that means, but I just thought I have a little bit of I just got an anxiety flip because Lori asked me to meet her for coffee on Wednesday. I just really did get a flip because I'm thinking I have to drive by myself now. And I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. I don't think you should drive by yourself if you're anxious. I really don't. Okay. See you later, guys, if we make it. We are off on a date. Right, Richard? Yeah. We're going to the movies. Having a date night. We're going to see, The Mountain Between Us with Idris Elba. Did I mention how much I like Idris Elba? Even though I'd rather be on a date with Richard. But I... Did you see me? Oops, I got caught.
That's okay.
No, I would. I'd rather be on a date with you.
Oh, sure. Yes.
But if Idris Elba called and said, Monica, would you like to come to the movies with me? What am I going to say? No.
Yeah, well, you should say no.
Or not.
Well, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You're supposed to say it. Bye, boo. Felicia, bye. Hi, guys. We're in the car again. How unusual, but I'm not driving. Oh, I just wanted to give you guys a little review on the movie we saw yesterday. What'd you think, Richard, out of 10?
10.
It was so good. I would say it was 10 too. It was all you want in a movie. Just so good. I can't really tell you about it because it will ruin it, kind of, right? I mean, you've seen the previews. They're in a plane crash.
Yeah. All the things that you see.
All the things you've seen.
And you think that could happen,
but you don't really know.
But the surprise is...
Well, it's not... Yeah, it is. It's every possible emotion.
Yeah.
Like, there's fear, there's scariness, there's... surprise, warmth, sad, happy. You know, there's just all kinds of...
It's life. Just real life.
It's just a really good movie.
Good life movie.
So anyway, we're just on the way to my doctor's, just my regular general practitioner, for a checkup. And so we just got back from the doctor. I changed my clothes. I put on my onesie. Look at it. So has puppy dogs on it. It's so warm, but I'm going in the art. Interesting things to tell us. He said, Monica, we're going to check your hemoglobin because according to the hospital, you were quite anemic just before they did your surgery. And he says, as a matter of fact, they double-checked it twice before they decided to go ahead and do the surgery. I was like, I was? I don't know that. Nobody told me that. And then I told him that they did that CT scan on my brain, you know, at my 6-week checkup. So he said, well, let me read it. And it said there were some changes in the brain as a result of the surgery, which means there was a little bit of brain damage, which is what we thought, because my speech was a little bit affected. My walking is still affected. And so, as far as I'm concerned, the jury is still out on whether or not it's permanent or not, the walking thing. But at the end of the day, if you had to choose between wobbling a little when you walk and having to use a cane, or, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place with the camera, there, or excruciating facial pain, I would pick wobbling around and using a cane. Like, seriously, I'm all good. You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of a bit of a shock to hear it. Like, to hear somebody read it and say, you know, significant changes to the brain. Like, and I told him I'm just so tired of being a patient. I just want to get on with things and get on with my life and all that kind of stuff. And he said, yeah, he could understand that. So I'm just in the art cabin, gonna fart around in here for a little. And I just wanted to say a very happy Thanksgiving, a day late to all my Canadian subscribers. I hope you guys are all stuffed and making turkey soup with your leftover carcass. And on this cold autumn day. And everyone else in the world just wishing you just happiness. So thanks so much for joining us this week. And I hope you have a beautiful week. And we will see you next weekend. Okay.